Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So anyway, this is the Alex Jones Dark Secrets Inside the Bohemian Grove. Alex Jones Dark Secrets Inside the Bohemian Grove documentary. Like I said, there's not a lot of stuff out there for Bohemian Grove because there's just not much known about it. But this was one of the few feature length ones, so we're going to give it a try. Maybe we can solve the mysteries of Bohemian Grove.
Hello, I'm Alex Jones, and I'm a radio and television host based
No
in
one can
Austin,
solve that
Texas.
mystery. I'm looking for my
And for many
lighter. I'm
years, I've
sorry.
been
Give me just a
exposing
second.
the criminal activities of the global elite, also known as the New World Order. In past films, we've
New World
documented
Order.
the centralization of power, the move towards
Oh,
world
thanks for the
government,
resub,
the
Gav.
attack
It's
on the
already a
nation
resub?
state,
What?
self-defense, the Second Amendment, family values, that is, the family itself, as well as private property rights. But time and time again in my research, I come, well, eye to eye with something that's even hard for me to believe. And that's that
Look at the
the
graphics
elite,
on this.
again, the so-called establishment kings, those that know best, the visions
NWO.
of the anointed ones, are obsessed with the
For
occult,
life.
from presidents to governors to the heads of industry. We've all seen the stories of presidents and
Look
first
how young
ladies
he is. How's the
obsessed
audio?
with their astrologers making national policy decisions upon their recommendations. Spiritual guides, shamans in the White House. My
Shamans in the
friends, it
White
gets
House?
far
What?
worse than that. Now, I personally am a Christian, but even an atheist should be concerned about the information we're about to
Um,
bring forward in
I
this
can't
new
find a
documentary
year on
film,
it.
The Dark
I'm sure I
Secrets
could get it on Google or something.
Inside Bohemian Grove. You see, for over 120 plus years
Oh, you
in
just wanted
Northern
to hit the button?
California,
That's fair.
in Sonoma County, on a 2,700-acre secluded redwood grove, leaders from around the world, prime ministers, chancellors, presidents, governors, again, the heads of industry,
How's
banking,
that?
academia, the media, Hollywood, only a select few, a little over 2,000 people, travel there to engage in bizarre, ancient Canaanite, Luciferian, Babylon mystery religion
That's a lot of shit,
ceremonies.
man.
At least that was the rumors. And so I went to the library and got on the internet and saw many of the mainstream news
He went.
articles
That's
admitting that
interesting.
world leaders do indeed go there.
Better, you
They
need it a
fly
little
into
bit
San
more.
Francisco and other surrounding cities and drive out into the rural hills and mountains of Northern California. And that these stories have been coming out that they worship some 45-foot stone owl god. And then I
No.
began to read some of the documentation on this Moloch character of the Old Testament, mentioned many times in Leviticus. That's in the Bible. Why are world leaders traveling in the middle of
Okay.
nowhere to worship this thing?
This looks
Well,
about
I had
right
to
to
check it
me.
out for myself. And I'm proud of my team. Mike Hansen, Violet Nichols. They traveled with me there. We talked to some of the locals discreetly. We successfully infiltrated with the help of some of the locals and Channel 4, World of Wonder, British television that teamed up with us. And I successfully infiltrated through the Secret Service, through the guards, through the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. We were inside 4 hours. That's only one day out of the 2 weeks that they meet there
45-foot
for
stone
the
owl
admitted
god.
Summer Fire Festival of the Bohemian Club. Well, basically, that's enough for me. It's hard to even describe it with words, and I hope that our hidden cameras can give you at least a small piece of what I witnessed. To have world leaders engaging in this type of sickening behavior. Oh yes, there's much more to come. Mock
Sickening
human
behavior.
sacrifices, they claim, just shocks the very foundations of
There's
what
Moloch.
Americans
Is that the owl
believe their
god?
leaders to be.
I didn't think Moloch
And then
was
to
an
have
owl
it
god.
intimately connected with world government. It doesn't make a lot of sense until you research history. All throughout history, spanning back into the mist of the beginnings of civilization, we see world leaders from the empires of old, from the Aztec kings and priests to Babylonian leaders to ancient Rome, engaging in twisted
I would
behavior.
agree with that.
Could it be that when you have all the power and all the women and all the money and all the lands and all the art, you have to do something new? You have to go against the basic grain of humanity. You have to get off in a sick way. That's what we witnessed in Northern California, July 15th, 2000. Get ready to go inside the Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Club, as it's known today, was founded in 1873 in San Francisco in Northern California. Many of the club's original annals, dating back to before the turn of the
So I
century,
got the dogs are
admit that
acting up.
local artists, writers,
People getting off in
newspapermen,
sick
you
ways.
name it, wanted
What
to
does that
place
mean?
away from the so-called
hospital,
backwardsness of the West Coast,
fetish?
the Judeo-Christian ethic. They found that place an hour and a half north of San Francisco, outside of the tiny town of Monterrey.
My sinuses
Their
are acting
annals
up.
even
Must sound like
admit
Dark
an
Side
obsession
Phil.
with the occult and what they called druid rituals. Amongst the great redwood trees, they revived ancient ceremonies that in truth had their roots not in the druids, but in Babylon itself.
Uh-oh.
As the railroads brought
Well, see,
commerce
that's the problem.
and larger populations, the prestige of the club grew until, in the year 2000, it is a gathering place for the world
Monterey.
establishment, the elite. We're about to show you some of the key
globalists.
evidence documenting this. It is absolutely central to understand that these bizarre activities have been engaged in going back to 1873 and are not some new fanciful whim of the trendies on the West Coast.
Nothing new
By
about
the turn
this.
of the century, there was already a 10 to 15-year waiting list. Presidents from Howard Taft to Herbert Hoover were on the membership roster. Not to mention,
Who'd want to
later,
hang out with
famous
Taft?
war general Dwight D. Eisenhower, later to become president. The roster of the Bohemian Club reads like a who's who of the elite. Look at this photo taken inside the Grove back in 1963. There you'll see Ronald Reagan, and sitting two people over from him, later to become president, Richard Milhouse Nixon. Frankly, we don't know if these men actively enjoy the things that go on inside the Bohemian Club. But one thing is perfectly certain from the evidence. They are forced to go and attend and take part in these activities if they wish to be elevated to the highest levels of the geopolitical power structure. Take George Bush Sr., documented member. And then, of course, there's
Milhouse.
his son. Now, the last four generations of Bushes have also attended the Skull and Bones Society at Yale, well known to be steeped in the occult. Then there's Bill Clinton, a frequent attendee. Upon closer inspection, the entire federal government at the highest levels is infested with Bohemian Club members.
Infested.
It doesn't stop there. America's private run-for-profit Federal Reserve Bank, from its very inception in 1913, has been run by prominent members of the Bohemian Club. Central Bank Chairman Alan Greenspan was seen leaving the Bohemian Grove only 1 month before he was appointed chairman of the Federal Reserve.
They got to
He had to be a
Greenspan.
made man, to be a member of the most powerful cabal on the planet. Historical records are clear from major universities. The Manhattan
Do you
Project
think
was planned
Carnalia
and
will come under
instituted and
fire
run
from the Bohemian Club?
Bohemian Club. All of this going on
Whoa.
in an atmosphere of bizarre revelry. You're looking at an illustration from a November 1989 issue
What a weird
of
picture.
Spy magazine. Spy goes undercover with
Oh,
Henry
boy.
Kissinger, Merv Griffin, and William F. Buckley Jr. The story was clearly a shill, meant to misdirect the intensifying media coverage that the Grove was getting in the late 1980s. The writer's spin is obvious. They're just masters of the universe, big frat boys blowing off steam. We'll get back to this article later, because you can clearly see that the mantra in the spin story has been picked up as a front by all the local media. Sure, they're elitist. Sure, they have some bizarre rituals, but what's the big deal? They're just having fun. If that was the case, why would David Gergen, presidential advisor to President Clinton, resign from the Bohemian Club and 17 other organizations when it was revealed in 1993? Organizations like the Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group. But it's not just the Washington Times and the Sacramento Bee. You're looking at an illustration from the pages of Parade magazine, February 22nd, 1981. This story was the most accurate and revealing, detailing the so-called mock human sacrifice.
Trying to get it as much of it as I
Former
can on the
German
screen.
Chancellor Helmut
It's weird
Schmidt
because it's full
wrote
frame.
extensively in his memoirs, Men and Powers, a political retrospective, goes into great detail about the
Man, this
secret
guy-
establishment running the world. The
Trying to see
Trilateral
what he'd
Commission,
circled.
the CFR, the Bilderberg Group, and of course,
Bilderberg.
ladies and gentlemen, the Bohemian Grove, a place that he often talked about being a wonderful hideaway, a place to spend time with Nelson and David Rockefeller, and to talk about world government and steering societies. On page 225 of Men in Powers, he talks about it being one of the most astounding
Well, like you
places
see the
he had
top
ever
line
visited
on the
in
book,
United
it
States,
cuts off
and how
like
that feeling intensified over the years with
it cuts off
subsequent visits.
just the tippy
The
top
book
and
goes
the
on for page after
bitty
page
bottom
discussing the
of-
corporate, private,
some of the words.
governmental infrastructure of world government. Going back to the Spy magazine spin piece, they have lots of rosy illustrations of drunken establishment types dancing around having fun with the rituals going on in the background.
the
They
priests
even
wore
admit
red,
that they
blue,
wear
and orange
bizarre
hooded
Ku Klux
robes.
Klan style robes. And there's even a photo released by the Grove of the ritual being engaged in. They talk about the incredible security surrounding the Grove.
Well,
And they even admit that a corpse, a sacrifice, is borne across the lake. But it's all
okay, so I want to I want to pause it for a second and talk about this idea of security at the Grove, right? Not only do we know just from what we've heard so far that Alex Jones, and his people got in, but like I've seen 4 or 5 other YouTube videos where people have snuck into the Grove. So I don't know what they're talking about with like the whole there's so much security here, because clearly like there's not.
in good fun. We did massive research on the occult. And one of the libraries we visited was that of Professor Tex Mars of Aeronautics. He also has written literally dozens of books on the occult. His library was very revealing about the obsession of elitists throughout history with the occult.
Front group after front group to conceal and really subvert. But behind all of these groups, there is a small cadre or elite, a core. And what you have done, I think, with the Bohemian Grove is you have exposed one of the premier organizations of the whole New World Order arrangement, you might say. Of course, we can go back in history, all the way back to ancient
You hate these
Egypt,
guys? That's fair.
Babylon or Greece, Rome. And I think
Alex
we're going to see
Grove,
sort
I
of
know,
the
I was like,
roots of the Bohemian
so
Grove,
similar.
but particularly in the Illuminati era, originating during the French Revolutionary days. You know, there we had the actual order of the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Adam Weishaupt and all of his evil philosophers, let's just call them, Voltaire and the others. And that has come up all the way to today. Hitler, of course, was a Bohemian. I think it's more Babylon mystery religion.
Wait, what? Are they trying to say that Adolf Hitler came to Bohemian Grove, or that Adolf Hitler was a Bohemian? I don't think every Bohemian is part of Bohemian Grove, right?
By the ancient Egyptians and by the Babylonians. And it's interesting to me that many of the members of the Bohemian Grove have in their homes, as I understand it, small figurines of owls.
Uh-oh.
And I believe they actually worship those owls as a symbol of the deity, the great goddess of Babylon. And of course, here again, we have the counterfeit of Christ's sacrifice on the cross. I think all
Do you
of
think
those
this guy believes this stuff?
There had to be, in my belief, an occultist, a deep occultist, who designed each of the elements of this ceremony. It wasn't just a bunch of guys sit together at a bar and said, "Hey, let's have a good time."
They were like, "Oh man, this guy likes owls. He must be one of the most powerful people in the world who meets at a summer camp."
Designed each element in its turn for what they did. No doubt about it.
Just music. You think they do? All right, here we go. The adventure begins. Oh, shit. Arriving at the airport.
Simply slide the metal end into the buckle and adjust by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
After landing in San Francisco at the International Airport, we traveled through the city, across the Golden Gate Bridge, into deeper Northern California.
Are we going to get
California, home to the giant sequoia redwoods. From there north to Santa Rosa, going west on Highway 12,
Monterey
the gateway
again?
to Bohemian Grove. We spent the first night in Santa Rosa before getting up early in the morning and traveling into the town of Occidental, where we were going to meet the British media
I don't feel like we
and
got
start
very
our
much
investigation.
a very good feel for that town.
Well, here we are in Northern California, right outside the Bohemian Grove.
Oh my God.
The fruits of nature's. But I'll tell you this, I don't worship it and sacrifice things to it. Let's go find out what's going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, here we are, folks. Turning on to the Bohemian Highway and Bohemian Grove. We're going to find out what in the New World Order is going on here. Thank you, partner.
Look at the camera crew.
No, I tell you, it's beautiful out here during the day, but it is spooky at night. I don't know if you guys got some footage of it, all the fog and the rest of it.
Fruits of nature, but I don't worship or sacrifice anything to them, okay? I just eat them. The globalist agenda to get me to worship this tree is not going to work.
My question is, the history. What do they do that gets you in there?
What's he got there?
I doubt that.
Alive.
I don't know.
It's so dark.
That would have been interesting.
Hanging upside down redwood tree.
I doubt that.
There's like a lot,
No, I think now.
just joking around.
What about me? Because I'm a woman, I can't really sneak in, can I? I mean,
You can't
I
go
can.
in. You've got to stay.
I've got to stay.
Yeah.
I've got to stay behind in the spooky Occidental Lodge.
I have no problem. If there's a road, if I can be shown a way to insert myself into this with Hanson. But then I need to know where the cremation of care, what day they're supposed to do it, where
The
this
cremation
pond
of
is.
care ritual.
Simone,
That's what he really
that's-
wants to get.
I'm not
He
going to
wants to
tie
like
down
see
a
it.
pentagram with Henry Kissinger's fat belly hanging over while he's naked with a big dagger, am I? I just want to make sure that's a joke.
Yeah, what?
Oh, like Governor Bush.
Aside from
Governor
the
Bush
obvious,
running around
what was
in a
the
pink
reason she
tutu,
couldn't
foaming
go?
at the mouth with a purple wig on, am I? No. Supposedly, I hear that's what they do. So. I
think they do these things, but the question is why.
And these power brokers, which bomb innocent countries and slaughter people and, you know, pump the food chain full of garbage and just everything else they do, it's probably something fun for them. They really get off on being bad little boys.
And rule the world. I mean, this is, for some people, this is the secret room.
Well, I mean, certainly in the whole class system, it's the pleasures of class. And now what class is, the power that you have is something different. And to me, I mean, from my research of Bohemian Grove, you guys have obviously done more. I've read a lot of mainstream articles, alternative, talk to people, talk to some guests. It's really where people go in there to do whatever they want to do. So there are probably people sitting around fishing and probably people sitting around
bad little
doing
boys
something completely different.
Okay, there's the stage. Right,
making their plans on these hotel beds.
Because they've got this amphitheatre, and they have these kind of talks, and this is where George Bush gives talks and people like that on this stage. Oh look, there's the lake. There you go. Lakeside talks. There's the lake. There's the shrine. See, right there. That's where.
Honey, come get a shot of this. Now, where's this river? This is near the Russian River.
Did he say, honey, come get a shot of it?
Now, see, here's the shrine of the...
I'm not really up on all the Alex Jones lore. It sounded like he was speaking to, like, a partner.
And the Druids had him and everything else. So all over the world, this weird owl
I think it's his crew.
In some cultures, they've thrown children inside the bowels of this burning owl.
The guy who...
We've all read in the Bible about throwing your
The
children
guy who's the head of this crew wrote a book about it.
Yeah. So it's weird behavior, definitely, so it needs to be investigated. And plus, it gets the adrenaline up. Thrill seekers have to have more. But here you go, honey.
He's a thrill seeker.
Right here, the shrine. You can zoom in on that, Mike. I'm saying honey to my girlfriend, Violet, not Mike here.
Oh, there we go.
We're getting real Bohemian now, aren't we? This is... Honey, we can get a close shot right here? But it did sound like that she's definitely leftward leaning. Then we get into the whole semantical debate about is there a left and a right, and to me there really isn't. There's the command and control on one end and anarchy on the other, and I want to be on the middle of the real spectrum. Certainly got to have some control in a complex society and civilization. But all the developments I see are pretty bad towards dehumanization. And now you got the UN demanding everybody sign on to this international criminal court.
Yeah, when I say they're his crew, I think that he either brought them with him or he's hired them, but I don't know that they're the InfoWars
I mean, we're here. We're at global government now.
group. Let me get the book.
Some world court in the Netherlands that they'll take anybody they want to. These are in fact, I was reading some of the talks that they've given and they've released that the Bohemian Grove has discussed, and it's all population control, world courts. You're talking 20 years ago. So definitely some stuff going on here that's pretty important. But is it the ultimate?
Okay, so here's the book.
Elitist retreat, I would imagine those.
Bohemian Grove.
This is probably just one more steering
Cult of Conspiracy by Mike Hansen.
Chieftains that really aren't the upper.
And it says Mike Hansen is a
make them feel important and then implement some type of strategy.
Hold on. Mike Hansen is a TV photojournalist and political activist who, along with filmmaker Alex Jones, secretly infiltrated the Bohemian Grove in the summer of 2000, so this is 24 years ago. The footage they gathered with a hidden camera became the basis of this book and the documentary film Dark Secrets Inside the Bohemian Grove, which is obviously what we're watching right now. And that's the book. It's a pretty substantial book. Obviously not, since he's always talking about
stories I've read and things
the
that
left.
happen. I mean, it is pretty well documented that people run around naked. They have orgies.
People run around naked.
Orgies, and these are world
Gay
leaders.
porn
Got a serious
stars.
problem with that. Just by the very nature of how this, to me, Bohemian Grove is probably a way to compromise people. You want to be in the New World Order Club. It's like a big kid fraternity. And just like in fraternities, you have to do weird things. Here, you probably do weird things. But I got a
So
problem
he
with
probably
governors
believes in
and
like the
presidents and prime
humiliation
ministers
rituals and all that
corporate
stuff.
chieftains running around and doing this when they have so much power over what happens in the public domain.
People
they
get
have a
naked.
responsibility to disclose what they're doing. So I think it is important, like you were saying, to somehow try to maintain some security and not be way out in the open.
Who cares?
Because they'll call in a bunch of
Who cares if people
security.
meet in the
I
woods
hear-
and fuck? Who gives a
I hear
shit?
he really enjoys himself here.
I think Henry Kissinger
hell, if I got a stink detector, we'll be able to find out where he's at. He's.
Wow.
I was like, everything evil you can imagine, Kissinger's always involved in it.
Isn't he a Republican?
That's probably
I'm not a
accurate.
Republican. That's the point I keep making. This whole Democrat-Republican deal is a complete... People always go back to that, though.
Oh boy.
Probably like in your country, you've got Labor and you've got the Tories over there. And it's all the same people behind closed doors. It's just a big joke. And
Well, yeah.
your leadership, our
true.
leadership, it's all the same people. I mean, it's a...
Or the people who like
You do
would
see a
like
fight
to be in
going
the
on,
woods
but it's two
fucking, but
management
for
teams,
whatever
the same system,
hang-ups or
bidding
lack
for
of
control.
access or whatever.
What I call the CEO jobs of Slavery Incorporated.
Yeah, his politics have definitely shifted, but man, 24
Do you
years,
worry
I didn't
for
know it was that
Alex,
old.
Violet?
I do. I just because Alex gets so impassioned by what he's doing that sometimes I'm afraid that he might be a little bit, reckless or maybe a little bit too fearless. I worry about Alex when he drives down the street to come home. Especially I used to worry about him when he had
If anything, it's his main
come
flaw
home
is that
every
he
night
has
from the
too
same
much
radio
courage.
studio at the same time in the same car. And I worry about him sometimes when he's late getting back in the studio and he doesn't give me a call. I mean, he is putting himself out there, but I think the fact that he's in the public eye as much as he is really, keeps him safe to a certain degree. So maybe something like this is, people might not necessarily know where he is right now. People that listen to the radio or whatever. So
Man,
it's
I'm
maybe a little
digging
bit more
seeing all
risky.
these old
It's a little
cameras.
creepy at night up here in the woods.
That's so cool.
And you're definitely not dangerous. You're not going to do anything stupid this weekend.
Well, dangerous to what? Dangerous to myself? Are these people dangerous? They certainly may be, but I'm completely nonviolent when it comes to just going out there and trying to get the information. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm an activist first and foremost, but also a journalist.
He's an
I'll
activist
make some
first
jokes
and
speculate
foremost,
occasionally because
then
I'm
a
already a talk show
journalist.
host. But when I say something that
Keep
I
that in
believe, I have
mind.
to be on target about it. But dangerous, I'm definitely dangerous to corrupt bureaucrats
Oh,
and their
boy.
financial bosses that would like to control the American people on the planet.
But not in a violent way.
Not in a violent way. And long before global government came out in the open, in the last 4 or 5 years, they were conditioning the public that anyone that talks about global government is a kook, a weirdo, a terrorist, a racist. And now they're out on the nightly news saying, global government's here, you better accept it, we're getting rid of juries, all across the planet.
Oh my God.
The IMF, the World Bank, basically runs things now. The WTO decides what you can buy and sell and trade on the international market. But see, they've preconditioned us that it doesn't exist. They've preconditioned us that
These have to be
anybody
like
that talks about this
people
stuff
that he
and who is
picked
against
up
it is a kook
there
or a
or
racist,
hired
because it doesn't
there or
exist.
something. Because he's.
And then everybody's
I
decided,
feel
well,
like
I'm
if
gonna be
you're
culturally
working
cool.
at
I'm
the,
gonna be in
he
style.
might
I'm
have
gonna
still
be
been at the
accepted.
TV
So
station
even when
then.
they're hearing the news admit it and tell us how great it is, they've
But like if you were around him every day, he wouldn't well, maybe he would. I don't know. He kind of does seem like he would tell you the same shit every day. But I guess it just seems like maybe he's like informing them or something, or proselytizing.
already positioned it psychologically that it's not acceptable, it's not kosher.
British
to
TV
discuss it.
people.
Do you see the tactic they're using there? 5 years ago, I would laugh when I heard about black helicopters. I would say, I'm about taxes, I'm about corruption, I'm about getting local control back, I'm about states' rights, everything's coming under federal control. I was pretty mainstream, what you'd call so-called conservative. Then I saw the light when black helicopters started going into North Carolina. I started going into Florida. They fired into an all-night restaurant in Miami, just training, firing bullets into a place where people were eating. They started burning buildings. Police chiefs started throwing them out of their town, San Antonio. All this started happening, and I said, whoa, this is real. And then I realized that I was preconditioned, even as a so-called conservative person who understood that the media lied. I didn't realize how thick the propaganda was. If they precondition us before they release something on us that it, number one, doesn't exist in our minds with classic doublethink, but then it can
I
re-exist
missed the
at the
name
same
of that
time. They say it
newspaper
does,
he
and
was
it's good.
sharing.
So it's literally George Orwell's doublethink, and one has to have it to stay sane in this world. Well, I refuse to be a part of it. I mean,
Well,
the
hey,
news
that
every day,
kind
black
of
helicopters
goes
are a joke.
against
They're
what he
stupid.
said
Culture,
earlier.
commercials, movies. At the same time, almost every month in this country, they're attacking and terrorizing some town with burning buildings and terror. And I don't want to be part of their sick control freak system. I don't like these
Black Hawk
degenerate,
helicopters.
inbred, New World Order crowd people. They're not going to
Burning
run They're not going to
downtown.
control me. And I'm going to try to expose them. And I think we've had some success doing that. Oh, look how pretty it is.
Sure is pretty.
Mike, you enjoying yourself?
A lot less spooky during the daytime.
It's all foggy. Now we're going to take our British friends down into the forest.
There you go.
Later tonight. Let them gallivant in the werewolf-ridden woods. Joking, of course. They'll add me on there. Alex Jones, radio talk show host, believes werewolves infest Northern California. They've been seen dancing with grizzly bears. Small pixies.
Here's
Even
1995.
witness playing
Lost.
violins for George Bush.
Hold
Don't
on
know
a
what
second.
to make of what's going to
1995 LA Times. People were freaking out. Now, this is 95, so this is even like before this was made. Heard about the black helicopters and detention camps. It turned out that they were wildlife officers patrolling for poachers, which of course some people will say were, you know, that's not true. Here's 2023. There's a fake video that went viral about a helicopter starting a fire in Canada, but I don't see anything. I've got a Black Hawk helicopters on training mission in Arlington, but I don't see anything else.
happen. I can't even begin to
I don't see anything about like Black Hawk helicopters raising towns.
Try to get the cremation of care. We're very close to the gateway to Bohemian Grove now.
Does this seem like it's good security to you? They're on the fucking road. What?
They have a small guard check at the front, and then they have a larger second one. Not a through road. Get a shot of that.
Get a shot of the sign that says not a through road. What's he gonna do next? Start documenting his drinks in the drive-thru? Look at him! Oh my god!
There's a guard gate right over it, a small guard gate, and then back further, an even more elaborate guard gate with surveillance cameras, you name it. Not a through road, ladies and gentlemen. Right up here in Northern California.
Okay, am I missing something here? I don't get it. What's the big reveal there? That they had to stop everything, get out, document a sign that said not a through road. I don't understand it. What's the deal? Is there something about that not being a through road that's like shocking, or like, because he was like, make sure you get a shot of it. Make sure you get a shot of the globalists and their non-through roads. They're trying to keep us on roads going in only one direction where we cannot pass through to the other side. What a weird, I don't know, that's just weird to me. Maybe there's something I'm missing as to why that's even something worth mentioning. They're headed to what they know is private property that's deep back in the woods. They probably don't want people turning around on their property. People don't like it when you turn around in their drive-thru, or like driveway, I mean.
How you doing, sir? Okay. Camp Meeker? Yeah.
Oh boy, look at this guy that they're meeting up with.
What do you think about Bohemian Grove?
Here's
I used to work there. You used to work there? Yeah.
here's the next member of this Avengers team,
I live in
right?
Camp Meeker. Oh, you live there?
Oh my God,
Well,
he used to work there.
Did you ever watch the cremation of care? No.
Why do you have to think about
What'd
it?
you do at the?
I just worked there.
But I mean, you never saw him march around in the red robes and
No.
Oh, really? That doesn't go on.
But yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. What do you think? You think that was a real guy or a plant? I think
What have
he's
you guys heard about Bohemian Grove?
I think he seemed like a plant to me. He's gonna say that he's gonna tell him that he worked there. I don't think so. Not if it's really a secret place.
Oh, I don't know.
people, right?
Have you ever heard about the 40-foot stone owl and the mock human sacrifice?
Heard about it a little bit, yeah.
Roll that window down. We want to talk to you. Hold on, we'll go around here.
They don't want to talk to this boring ass fucking
So what
driver.
have you heard about the...
Oh, I just read stuff about it in the paper. I don't know. Some people don't like it. They protested or something weird.
Okay, so Alex Jones is saying that this place is so super secretive, nobody knows about it. This guy's saying they talk about it in the fucking newspaper. That the events that happen at Bohemian Grove are in the newspaper. He said he lived there? Maybe he did.
But what about the 40-foot stone owl and the mock human sacrifice? You say you heard something about that?
Well, just what I read about in the paper.
Oh, the paper admitted that.
Well, no, I don't know if they admitted it. They just said people go protest it. It supposedly happens. Sounds kind of weird.
Okay, doesn't sound to me like the paper said that there were human sacrifices. Sounds like the paper said that there were people outside protesting Bohemian Grove, probably because it's a bunch of rich people. Not that there were human sacrifices. Alex Jones really just asked this fucking guy. So they admitted that, huh? I gotta watch that part again.
Sounds people, right?
Have you ever heard about the 40-foot stone owl and the mock human sacrifice?
Heard about it a little bit, yeah.
Roll that window down. We want to talk to you. Hold on, we'll go
He
around.
immediately just goes to the nutcase.
So what have you heard about the...
Oh, I just read stuff about it in the paper. I don't know. Some people don't like it. They protested or something weird.
But what about the 40-foot stone owl and the mock human sacrifice? You say you heard something about that?
Well, just what I read about in the paper.
Oh, the paper admitted that.
Well, no, I don't know if they admitted it. They just said people go...
Alex Jones thinks that the paper in this town ran a story about George Bush sacrificing people. And this guy...
protest it. It supposedly happens. Sounds kind of weird.
Does sound weird to me.
Yeah. Why you guys? What are you guys doing? This TV show or something?
We're just having fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh
This town
my
isn't like
God.
Children of the Corn or anything, is it?
Oh no, nothing like that. I'm sure. I don't know though. Supposedly lots of people go there. Some kind of weird event. I don't know.
Oh.
You guys know anything about it? You don't know.
What would you say if we told you that they sacrificed a human in effigy in mock to a 40-foot stone owl in black and red and silver cloaks?
Okay. Alex Jones just said, how would you feel if they did a mock sacrifice while wearing robes? Who cares? Who cares if someone is having a mock ceremony and no one's getting hurt and everyone's giving consent, regardless of how rich they are? What does he even mean? Who cares? Yeah, what do you guys with a TV show? No, we're just having fun. I just don't think. I mean, am I wrong that who gives a shit if someone's doing a mock ritual? Come on.
Sounds kind of.
Do you think it's good to have? Do you think
Wait
it's
a minute.
good
Did
to
he
have
say sounds pretty dope?
Different. I'm sure. I don't know though. Supposedly lots of people go there. Some kind of weird event. I don't know. You guys know anything about it? You don't know.
What would you say if we told you that they sacrificed a human in effigy in mock to a 40-foot stone owl in black and red and silver cloaks?
Sounds kind of different.
Oh, I thought he
Do you
said
think it's good
sounds
to have-
dope.
Do you think it's good to have so-called world leaders secretly engaging in pagan activities?
I can't say it's that great, no.
Why would you have a problem with that?
Well, I don't know. It could be alright. Depends how you look at it.
Kind of relativist worldview, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Got to sacrifice care to the winds, huh?
I don't know. Could just be for fun, or they could really be weird.
They run around naked. Run around naked and freak out. There you go.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, to tell you the truth, here's a funny story.
What have you heard? Okay, go ahead.
No, this is the truth. A couple years ago, I was down the road, just down Yar, past Camp Meeker, and I was
Just
stopped
down
with
Yar.
a friend of mine.
Now, Camp Meeker's
What?
right outside Bohemian Grove.
That's an affirmative.
Yes.
And we were down the road, and we were stopped there because we were just having a cigarette, hanging out, taking a break.
Well, a lot of people don't like to admit it because they like to believe that everything they're seeing is real, or like that the content creators they like aren't fucking with them, but like if you watch almost any of those travelogue YouTube channels where they go to the different like slums or dangerous places or just wherever, like they're paying for those interviews, and sometimes the people will put up like bloopers or whatever, or like extra footage where you can clearly tell that they're like telling that they'll be like not just leading questions, which is bad enough, but like they'll just like literally give them money to say whatever they want. And Boogie2988 talked about that on the Lolcow Live podcast, saying basically that if any documentary he's in, as long as the people have got the money, he'll say whatever they want, whatever they want him to say. So like I think that he might have been like either gassed him up a little bit and then was like, we're making a documentary about that crazy place up there, we're just here we're just here for having some fun, and say something wild about it or whatever, because they seem really awkward. They're really terrible like actors.
And some Secret Service men actually pulled up behind us and asked us what we were doing and why we were there. This is true. They were like, what are you guys doing? Where are you at? Why are you parked here? What's going on? And asked us a whole bunch of questions. What our names were, who we were affiliated with, where we lived, all kinds of stuff. Sort of interrogated us.
Did you answer their questions?
Totally.
Alex Jones was so disappointed in that dude when he said that he answered all their questions. So this guy was going down a private road, got stopped by the police, asked a few questions, and sent on his way. And Alex Jones would have you believe that this guy's like life is in danger because he went down the no-through road. Come on.
I don't know. We always hear there's like big, fat, rich guys with prostitutes there.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the owl and the rituals?
I don't know anything about it.
Never heard about the rituals?
Rituals.
Ritual killing of a human sacrifice of a human?
Nope. Never heard of it.
What would you think if that was going on?
I think it's pretty weird. Wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, it is our government after all.
Hey, thanks for talking to us, bud. Hey, I like your shirt. Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take care.
All right.
We're talking about the Bohemian Grove and trying to see what locals think about
Oh,
it.
boy.
How it's all secret and all these fat cats there and the supposed strange rituals that go on. Are you a local?
No, but she is.
What do you think about the Bohemian Grove?
It offers a lot of employment.
Offers a lot of employment?
What's going on there? What kind of rituals do they do there?
I don't know. We're talking to locals about what the rumors are.
What are the rumors?
About a big 40-foot stone owl and simulated human
Alex
sacrifice.
Jones is having to tell the locals their own local lore. Like, look at this woman's face. Come on. Oh, my Lord. The ritual killing of a human sacrifice of humans, carried out by the globalist Joe Biden. Yeah, they're like, what do you think about Bohemian Grove? Oh, it's great for the economy. And the dude's like, what kind of rituals are going on up there?
No. Oh, I don't know about that, but it's politicians that come that vacation there. And
It'd be really weird if politicians were acting like they were sacrificing people, wouldn't it?
No, you can't trust politicians,
Oh, really? They might be doing it, huh?
They might, yeah. Who knows? The politicians,
I hear you, bud. Hey, good talking to you.
Right.
Appreciate it. You guys take care.
That's what it sounded like he wanted to hear the options.
Those are real, folks.
Yeah, they're real.
Those are
You
real,
guys have a
folks.
good one.
You
Enjoy
too.
the weather area. Yeah? Yeah.
This area is in trouble.
Yeah, we are.
It's in big trouble.
Gene
No, this is a
Hackman.
wonderful area of the country. We're just asking locals what they think of the Bohemian Grove.
The Bohemian Grove is a wonderful place.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been in there a bunch of times.
What'd you do, work there? Or
Worked there, yeah. Yeah. Because you know when it's
So you're
the
globalist.
most wonderfulest time? Is when nobody's there.
Oh, it's a beautiful area?
Yeah, very beautiful. It's got big trees.
Have you ever been there for the cremation of care?
No.
So you've never been there for the rituals?
No.
You ever heard about them?
Yes.
What have you heard they do, sir?
Nothing. They got that tree that looks like an owl.
Tree that looks like an owl?
tree or rock, or it's a carving, or it's where the stage is.
But have you heard what they do during that?
No, I have no idea what they do.
What would you say if we told you they burn a human being in effigy? They don't really do it. They burn it in effigy.
I don't get it. Is he really all the way out here to figure out whether people are doing like a performative ritual? I don't understand this. I thought that he was out here because he thought they were genuinely killing people. I don't understand this even why they're who cares?
I don't know what that means.
They have like a dummy that looks like a person under a black blanket.
Huh?
They take it up there and burn it.
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty weird.
Huh?
Pretty weird.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
How long you lived around here?
I don't know. How old am I?
20,
40 years?
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know how old he is.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Raul.
Do you think that's his real name?
How long has Vital Roots been here? Couple years.
The Bohemian Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of politicians, a lot of big wigs, making a lot of big decisions.
Oh, really? Do you think it's good that they get together in secret and make all these so-called decisions?
Do I think it's good?
Yeah.
No, of course not. Do you?
What about the rituals? Have you heard anything about the rituals that go on there?
Well, there's all kinds of rumors about rituals that go on there.
What type of rumors have you heard?
Don't make me go there.
Please, come on, we're trying to talk to some locals.
I'm completely confused by this documentary,
really don't know
what the
that much about
point of it even is.
You know, just what I've read in books. There's books out about it.
Oh, you've read books on it, huh?
I had a book that was published in 1956 that was written about some of the rituals.
Because now it's been going on for 120 plus years.
Like,
I think they said they just had their
even if
120th
he's right,
something anniversary.
no one's
What would
getting
you
hurt.
say if I told you that there's a 40-foot stone owl and that they burn a human being in effigy, not in real life, but in effigy?
I wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't believe it?
Nah, I think it's a bunch of garbage.
So you
He's
doubt there's a
running
stone
into
owl, and you
nothing
doubt that
but.
they-
Well, I wouldn't doubt there's a stone
He's coming
owl.
out of
Maybe
this
there's
with a
stone
real
owl,
limp
but I
dick,
wouldn't think
basically.
That's kind of, rumors just, it's rumors, With
And these were the
what
best
word
interviews.
implies.
Like, these were the
Pretty much.
Just a
ones that
conspiracy.
were at
Yeah,
least
it's just a bunch
usable.
of hearsay.
Pure conspiracy theory.
Whatever.
What have you heard about the Bohemian Grove?
It's where all of the like FBI and you're talking about the Bohemian Grove. Yeah, it's like the quote unquote elite and presidential retreat.
Have you heard about the rituals that go on there?
No, I haven't. Well, the people who have more money than the rest of us in the world.
Okay, so I just want to point this out. He's talked to a bunch of locals. He fucking lied to us. He said at the beginning of this documentary that this place, like, it was infamous and it was, everybody knew what was going on. And he gets here and everyone is completely, like, they just don't give a shit. Or they think it's good because they have, like, it provides jobs or something. He's having to tell all of them what the local legends are, and they're the legends. Like, I'm just really baffled by this documentary.
Are a bit different. They're stingy. They want to hoard it all for themselves. And they think they're going to go to heaven. They're not. Because they don't know how to provide or do as Jesus told them to.
You got it,
What would
buddy.
you say if I told you that they sacrifice a human in effigy before a giant 45 to 50-foot stone owl?
I would say that's probably why they're going to hell.
That was his payoff right there. How does the size of the owl keep growing?
Yeah, this Australian we met yesterday. He's been here for 3 years.
Hand
He says
porn.
that about 2-3 months ago, the whole place was saturated with men in black, FBI, Secret Service, and everything going up and down the roads, checking everything, checking houses, everything for bombs and stuff. And then they all disappeared, and they were looking out for undesirables in the area who were persuaded to go.
I don't
That's the
doubt
story.
you.
And now we're gonna
talk to him.
and now we're gonna infiltrate.
I think we should go and see what we can see.
The public has a right to know.
They do.
The public may have a right to know, but the people in this cafe, I think, shouldn't know.
I agree.
Well, you've got to go in up the road that says no through road, because we've got to sit in the car and get a shot of you going up the road.
Grace
you've got to go in
for
you've
the,
got to be the
no
guinea pig.
through road.
But you're a brave man, Alex, aren't you?
No problem, yeah.
So that's cool. I wouldn't ask a man who wasn't as brave as you.
All right, it's no big deal.
Oh boy, what a
gonna,
dick sucker.
I'm just going to go in and make sure everything goes good. My only concern is figuring out the right type of baggage to carry.
He can't get enough of this.
Well, I personally would recommend that you wired yourself up with your.
Do you think he's writing what this bootlicker is saying, or do you think that this guy's just trying to flatter him because he wants?
We got some stuff on last night. We checked it out, but it's very unwieldy, not trustworthy.
I don't know if he wants camera time or like professional networking or something.
And even if I'm going early now. I'm probably going about 3:30 with Mike, and we'll just hang out inside in case they throw me out. I'm still getting back on the property.
Oh, so you're going?
Or do you think Alex Jones is just such a magnetic person?
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Well, we'll just sit in the car.
But I mean, you understand why? Not because I want to hang out in there all day. It's because I've got to get in. Because if they catch me, then I'm going to got to sneak back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will not be stopped.
I went to.
I'm not going to sit in the car
with Jim
all day.
Tucker from the Spotlight to a Bilderberg meeting last year, but that was my first time, and we got chased away by men in dark glasses, and I was a bit scared.
Men in dark glasses
but I feel
chased
safe
us
with you,
away.
Alex.
Well, Tucker's a good writer.
Oh yeah, I like Tucker.
I knew they were government agents because they wore dark sunglasses. They chased us out of the Bilderberg. Now I'm doing the manic, lonely girl British accent. I'm really rolling downhill.
It was the night of July 15th, 2000. Mike Hansen and I were about to attempt the first ever successful infiltration of the Bohemian Grove. Others have tried and failed. No one has ever actually made it in and out with video evidence. After careful planning, we decided the best tactic would be to insert ourselves about a half mile from the main entrance
Make sure
into
you
the heavily
document
wooded
that sign.
area, entering the gorge by stealth and getting into the main parking area.
Tucker
From there,
Carlson.
we posed as Bohemian Club members, thus entering the inner sanctums of the
Okay,
New World
hold on a second here. Whoa. I'm high, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't this guy say that this place had, like, massive security, and this guy is gonna act like he's playing a fucking video game where you just put on a different t-shirt and, like, walk in? Is he gonna hit someone over the head and take their, like, outfit? I don't if you can just walk into a place, how good is the security? They inserted themselves? That's how bizarre. I think this is a really entertaining documentary, but I don't understand what the point of it is if you're taking it seriously. Walked in through a gorge.
No, I got it, honey.
Now make sure you know this is on a hidden camera.
That's good. Yeah, that's good, Alex.
Be careful, baby.
Okay.
I don't want you to go in.
I'll be safe. Don't worry about it, guys. Come on.
Be careful, Mike. God bless.
Yeah, pray for us. Keep the evil off of us.
Wow. I mean, this is... Oh my... Look at this outfit, man. What is he, a caddy? It's like a... He's just dressed like a white guy. Yeah, I get that, I guess. Wouldn't they notice this gigantic... Oh, never mind. I see what they're saying now. They're parked at the Grove. I am eating a birthday cake cream pie. Eating a cream pie on stream, watching Alex Jones.
We're actually not inside yet, Mike.
We're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Aren't they the biggest? Oh, they are. They're the biggest, like, living thing, I think, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're incredibly large.
This just doesn't
There's one
seem
up there
like
that
it's
you can
very
drive a
secretive
car
to me.
On top of one, you know.
On top of it,
Yeah.
lying down.
Yeah. That you can actually.
Oh, they're really good.
Also there, that's up there.
I was kind of worried at first because they kind of have like a moon pie structure, but they don't have the texture of a moon pie.
If we make it, we might make it.
Okay. Yeah. How much did the road cost?
They definitely taste like birthday cake. How much was the robe?
The road. The road. That you
Oh,
bought?
that.
Oh, road.
Oh, rope. It was 88.
$88 for the robe.
Yeah, I thought you said rope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought rope and rope. Can't hear anything with this wind and the. Look at this thing's seen some years. Pretty nice. Actually.
Yeah, I don't care for. I would eat one in a crisis.
Bye bye.
I think when you go to heaven, they have. Like,
Who is this old guy?
Thank you. Go ahead. Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, is there another one coming?
How secretive is an organization if they've got a fucking like a tram to drive people around? Just pick up anybody. They'll literally bring anybody right into this place, and Alex Jones is talking about like it's fucking Mission Impossible or something. Like he's on a hitman mission.
So that Marty thing was like.
Bohemian Sherpa.
We don't have time in the documentary to show you an entire tour of the 2,700-acre compound in the middle of the gorge. Besides the fact we didn't even have time to see but about 20% of it in between dodging security personnel. Unfortunately, we were using digital tapes that were 1 hour. Several of the confrontations were not caught on tape.
Oh,
And
boy.
Sheriff's deputies, Secret Service, you name it, question us on who we were. We just told them we were with the hillbillies. That's where the bushes stay. You know, because we've got Texas accents.
I know. Okay. I don't get this. They do all this preparing. They've got all these cameras, all this shit. They're clearly just walking openly around this place. No, they're not dodging security. They're in plain sight of many other people. We can see the other people, and so we know that the people can see them. No one's hassling them. And then he says that, unfortunately, the only footage that we were able to get was where nothing happened. All this cool shit happened. The FBI, the CIA, Secret Service, Homeland Security. But we didn't get any of that on film, unfortunately. But trust me, bro, it's real. But it does look like a Cracker Barrel. Those bathrooms in the corner right over there. I'm just blown by this video. I can't believe it. Jones is trying to get a peek in the bathroom.
Oh, that feels good. Oh.
I still hear the bagpipes. Like, they're not hiding in this shot. They're not hiding. There's people, like, everywhere. You can just see them everywhere. Like, what the hell? I will say this, though. If you watch, like, the YouTube videos where the people snuck in, you don't really get to see this kind of activity. So, from a certain perspective, like, this is at least more interesting footage. Do you think statute of limitations is passed? Uh-oh.
Let's go. All right.
Dr. Disrespect is still so bitter
Here's
about
just
that.
one of many signs sporting French with skulls adorned with other trappings of death. We also saw signage with Latin and other ancient languages. Now we're about to let you see a little bit of what's going on with the great owl.
And other languages. I mean, do you think it looks like he's sneaking around? I don't think it does at all. This is clearly not hidden. I mean, the camera is hidden, but he's not.
This is the owl.
And nobody's fucking with him.
I'm getting this, Allie.
Look at this moss. Symbol of death. Other ancient languages.
Here you can see the bottom of the stone owl with the altar and the eternal flame, a Aladdin lamp style urn that continually burns year around, we're told. And here's a side shot from about 30 yards away of Moloch, the Canaanite deity to which children were sacrificed to in Babylon. And yet another slowed down close shot. Again, the eternal flame burning, the altar, the bottom extremities of the 40-plus foot stone deity. And there is a shot of his head as well.
Extremities of this 80-foot
Again, we've slowed down this video because we only actually had about 5 seconds of it on our hidden cameras, so you can have a chance to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
We'll see it during the ceremony.
It seems
Speaking
like
of the ceremony,
they're
we were
okay
on
to
the
be there,
left-hand
but they
side
probably
of
can't
the lake,
openly
about
film.
150 yards downstream beneath those large redwood trees. Much of the ritual you're going to witness.
Yeah, why didn't they just walk up
place
to
on the
it?
right-hand
God damn.
side of the lake, and
The
at
people on
northern
YouTube
tip
get a much
beneath
better
Moloch.
view of the owl
Keep
structure.
in mind the scale of the idol compared to those giant redwood trees. It's at
Wow.
least 45 feet tall. Now, the daytime vantage you're witnessing is basically the vantage that we shot the ceremony from at night. This is America, and it's been going on for 120-plus years in Northern California.
What's he mad
This is
about?
not some new fad. We're talking about something deadly serious.
Why?
With its roots in ancient history.
Why is this serious in any way? This is goofy as fuck. This seems like a great place. This is America. People come here to enjoy themselves and act like fucking fools. This has got to stop. Moloch, demon Canaanite, is turning the frogs gay.
We may have to.
I don't find, I mean, be honest, do you find anything about this, aside from the fact that, and even the fact that it's a rich people getaway, so what? They have all kinds of rich people clubs and shit. Like, I don't find anything about this even really, honestly, even weird. Let alone, like, dark or sinister. It's like, right up that guy's ass. You think whoever's got this maybe if Alex Jones' girlfriend is running the camera, she'll do some hog watching.
Reagan was a turning point for us. Didn't realize
This is such an invasion of these people's privacy. There we go. There's some hog watching. Oh my god. I gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back.
We had already been questioned 3 separate times by the Bohemian Club's security, Secret Service, and Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. To evade discovery, we decided to try for one of the more remote areas of the camp, according to our map, the most southerly side, and a lookout point, an observation deck over the Russian River. While Mike Hansen was watching for the sheriff's deputies that were down the path and over the bridge in a guard shack, I began to shoot the video you just
You
witnessed.
think he didn't allow her to come
Turned the
along
camera
because he was
off,
worried that some
one
of
the
there'd
Sonoma
be some
County
hog
Sheriff's
watching?
deputies showed up and began asking us why we were filming. We calmly told him we were just sightseeing as members of the...
Okay, where is that fucking footage? This is such bullshit. This is such bullshit. Anybody should be able to see that this is bullshit. He's gotten a bunch of absolutely just generic shit happening at this resort for rich people, and he won't admit it. And then he makes this shit up about, oh, all kinds of crazy stuff happened, but we couldn't capture it. We couldn't get it on the camera. There was a malfunction from a solar flare. Come on. Where the fuck is the good footage? I want to see him. Yeah, it's like a body cam, right? Oh, it went off right before everything happened.
Bohemian Club. The
How
point
can
that
you
has to be
how
made
can
here,
you
though,
take
is
this
they
seriously
do have
in any
hidden
way?
cameras, because there's no way that they would have been able to witness us videotaping from where the guard shack was located. And then upon walking back by the guard shack, we actually witnessed banks of television screens and wires leading up into the redwoods. And
Oh my God. Rich people put cameras up to surveil their property. And by the way, that whatever that platform in the water is, that looks really cheap, and Bohemian Grove do better.
disappearing. Also visible from the observation deck is the famous sunning area for the establishment lackeys and their pawns. Here you can see some of the fine carpeting out on the floaty. The long history of men enjoying themselves has even been written about in the gossip column of the San Francisco.
Okay. Oh boy. Long history of men enjoying themselves. Why does he think people would go here? To be miserable? I'm so, gay bohemians, oh boy. Yeah, banks of TV, they have security here. Everything about this is bizarre to me.
Chronicle, writing that a man on his own often gets invited back to the camp by gay bohemians. Even
Today,
100-year-old
AIDS has put a
annals have
damper on
admitted
it.
the homosexual activities.
Put one
After
in for
escaping
AIDS.
the sheriff's department, Mike and I traveled high into the hills to wait until dark and the beginning of the cremation of care ceremony.
All right, here we go. Okay, before we view this, let me look it up. I do believe he's miserable everywhere. I don't get this. This is real confusing to me. I mean, I like it. It's interesting and it's funny, but I just can't imagine taking it seriously. Okay, okay, so cremation of care is what he's been leading up to this whole time, right? The mock human sacrifice of a ritual killing of a human in mock, not for real with a sacrifice. That's what this thing is. And according to what I saw online, just from a few quick sources, this is kind of like a big production they do once a year.
Before the cremation of care, all the Bohemian Club members begin a massive feast of revelry.
These people eat dinner. This is America, folks. Voting has consequences. Yeah. Should I do a 24-hour stream for Bohemian AIDS awareness?
Members travel from the main dining area under the trees out to the eastern side of the lake, where they congregate and prepare themselves to properly think.
Can you in any way believe that he's just openly there? Like, he's in the middle of a huge crowd holding up a bag with a fucking camera in it.
There, again, the 3,000-plus-year-old Moloch. The occult activities are coming up.
Okay, here we go.
After the actual ritual, we're going to give you some more of the history surrounding it. But first off, I wanted to draw your attention to the program that was given out to the spectators or the viewers. I guess an occultist would call them novices, who actually watched as the priest and their supporters.
They made a fucking program and gave it out to him. They gave him a printed, glossy stock paper fucking program to take with him as a souvenir and to share his memories.
The figure of a human body burning in the flames. In fact, I've shown it to people that are experts in anatomy, to actual doctors, and they say that the anatomical size is that of a baby or small child. Notice how large the cranium is in comparison to the torso, that is the ribs. Understand, ladies.
I don't understand this. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. This thing down at the bottom here. And this is like a baby grasping. You know, I'm not going to play into the conspiracy or anything, but that does make sense because remember that guy that set himself on fire outside the Trump trial? When they were like hauling him away, he was stuck in this position. So I'm just saying, you know. It's so weird. This is just so weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is from the program itself given out to the establishment lackeys witnessing the sinister activities. Remember, in Babylon and Tyre, they would throw their children into fiery pits. Look at the size of the hands compared to the rest of the body. Only children show these anatomical details. Now, of course, it's been airbrushed in, but it shows the psychology.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a pretty big detail, right? Didn't he just say that this was airbrushed in? I'm really high. I'm trying not to move it too much.
Now, this is the only skull we actually caught on tape. We've blown it up for you over one of the major meeting houses.
Oh, I fucked up.
He's got
Sorry.
a broom and a dustpan, and he's sweeping something up. Now, even more shocking is the figure of a human body burning in the flames. In fact, I've shown it to people that are experts in anatomy, to actual doctors, and they say that the anatomical size is that of a baby or small child.
I'm baffled by it.
Is in comparison to the torso, that is the ribs. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the program itself given out to the establishment lackeys witnessing the sinister activities. Remember, in Babylon and Tyre, they would throw their children into fiery pits. Look at the size of the hands compared to the rest of the body. only children show these anatomical details. Now, of course, it's been airbrushed in, but it shows the psychology. Now, this is the only skull we actually caught on tape. We've blown it up for you over one of the major meeting houses. Of course, it's not a real skull. It was extremely oversized up on the signage. The point we're trying to make here is the entire compound was literally infested with symbols of death, skulls, owls, and long last, here it is, the cremation of care unveiled.
The place was covered in skulls, but we only got footage of one. Well, here we go. We're all going to experience this together. It didn't really look like it was zoomed in to me, did it to you?
Not knowing what we were about to see in the gathering crowd. Suddenly, across the small lake, we saw a carriage with men in black and brown cloaks, robes in front and in back, bearing a bound body. Remember, it was a hidden camera and at somewhat of an angle.
Roddy Piper coming out. This is Roddy Piper's entrance music. I don't appreciate Alex Jones stealing it. Man, this is revelatory. What am I seeing? The inside of it. Is that a zipper?
Something particularly pleasing was happening for the Bohemian Grovers with whatever developed with that crowd of men in black and brown and the bound body on the back of the buggy. They drove behind big black tarps they had hanging out of the trees. There was lots of smacking on lips of in bizarre enjoyment by the crowd. We still haven't made out exactly what was going on, but that a real sacrifice may have actually been developing according to some occult experts.
And enjoyment. What a wild show this is.
All the time in the darkness across the small lake, the men in black were doing something behind the dark curtains hanging from the redwood trees. Then after about 10 more minutes of music, suddenly all around the owl, activity began. Here is the main central part of the ritual.
All right, here we go.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees.
Lots of lip
lifted
smacking.
up, ye everlasting spires. For behold, here is Bohemia's shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house. Weaving miners, come not here.
I don't know. It just looks like rich people shit to me.
Hail, Bohemians! With the ripple of waters, song of birds, such music as inspires the sinking soul, do we invite you into midsummer's joy. Sky above is blue, sown with stars. The forest floor is heaped with fragrant drip.
Man, I love fragrant drip.
Evening's cool kiss is yours. The campfires glow. The birth of rosy fingered dawn.
What? Who did what now?
Shake off your sorrows with the city's dust and cast to the winds the cares of life.
This is really a boring ritual. Can we get to the burning?
Gallant friends who knew and loved this grove. Dear boon companions of the long ago. Aye, let them join us in this ritual. Not a face the empty in our midst. O beauty's vassals, who hold in this gray autumn of the world her springtime in your heart, attend our tale. Gather ye forest folk, and cast your spell
I
over
know
these
you like
mortals.
that part. Gather ye forest folk.
Touch their world-blind eyes with fairy unction. Open their eyes of fancy. Follow the memories of yesterday and seal the gates of sorrow. It is a dream, and yet not all a dream.
Oh boy.
Dull care in all of his words
How deep.
are but a dream. As vanished Babylon and goodly Tyre, so shall they also vanish.
He's going to be really mad that they brought up Babylon. He's really anti-Babylon and tires. Oh, the moss is back.
For beauty is eternal, and we bow to beauty everlasting. For lasting happiness.
You think this is just like what they do at the end of your week at the retreat?
And she surrounds you now. Great nature, refuge of the weary heart, and only balm for breasts that have been bruised.
Ooh, who bruised them?
Ye have cool hands for every favored brow, and gentlest silence for the troubled soul. The counsels are most wise. She healeth well, having such ministries as calm and sleep. She is ever faithful.
I mean,
other friends may
that's
fail,
what it seems like to me.
but seek ye her in any quiet place. Smiling, she will rise and give to you her
Yeah, you
gift.
have your feast, your revelry, and then you watch the theater.
Children. Little children that believe nor ever doubt her beauty and her faith, nor deem her tenderness can change or
This
die.
could be a little snappier. They need to run it through AI. Oh my god. Are they about to unmask a Scooby-Doo villain?
Bohemians and priests, the desperate call of heavy heart is answered. By the power of your fellowship, dull care is slain. His body has been brought yonder from the funeral pyre to the joyous pipings of a funeral march.
It was a lot more interesting before I heard them talk.
Awaits the corpse of care.
Uh-oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm hearing like some kind of noise. I think it's coming from the video, but it's like a really soft sound and it's freaking me out. Here comes the
Here you have
cremation
the
of care.
boatman. His face was painted up like a skull, bringing the bound body across the water. Again, we'll have enhanced video of this later. And let's see if you can pick up all of the different occultic meanings in the speeches you're about to hear.
Okay, this motherfucker is in a... I think it's fair to say that whatever's going on, there was a decent-sized crowd there. There were people seated around him. He is... I don't know if he's openly filming, but he's talking in a voice to where people around him could definitely hear him. In my opinion. How are they going to enhance two blue blobs on the screen? This music is killing me.
Thus buried across the shadowy tide,
Where's the cult reference?
all the ancient majesty
fire again. You don't think that music is real? Oh my god, this is like a church play. Oh wow. These are terrible special effects, by the way, and for the richest people in the world.
He cannot slay. Year after year, he burned me in this grove, lifting your puny shouts of triumph to the stars.
Oh, you think he was overdubbing that? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Do ye not find me waiting?
I pictured him standing up, just speaking in the middle of this thing.
Fools to dream ye conquer care.
This is so fucking jank.
Mocking spirit. It is not all a dream.
Oh, this is lousy as fuck. Don't you think so? This is lame as hell.
This our sylvan holiday has ended. We shall meet thee and fight thee as of old, and some of us prevail against thee, and some thou shalt destroy.
How wild.
But this too we know. Year after year within this happy grove, our fellowship bands thee for a space.
Like, and he thinks he's got something here. Like, he's got something that's really great.
So shall we burn thee once
Paradigm-altering footage.
and in the flames that eat thine effigy, we shall read the sign, Midsummer sets us free. Ye shall burn me once again. Now but leave flame,
I mean, look.
which hither ye have brought.
I think the real Illuminati could do a little bit better, that's all.
Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay, now I believe it.
Grandson of all mortal wisdom, owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel.
Oh my gosh. No way. I better not light my lighter, it's low. Wow. Well. And it's just amazing to me, again, that this is the footage that he got. He got the actual ritual that he was so obsessed with. He's seeing how ridiculous it is, and yet he's treating it like he's witnessing the end of the world or something. The altar of Bohemian.
Great owl of Bohemia, we thank
That's
thee
the
for thy
200-foot stone owl. I'm blown by this. Did you think it would be this lame? I completely misunderstood the idea. I thought he thought they were actually killing people. Like that someone could see this and think this is the work of the richest, most powerful people on earth. I mean, no.
Begone, old care, and all the winds make merry with thy ducks. Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer sets us free.
Wow, listen to the screaming. That's it? Alex Jones would refuse to cheer the globalists. Oh, what? Look at this horse shit. I would be disappointed by this if this happened like at a street fair. Well, why can't they up the production values a little bit or something? This is really cheap and cheesy. Oh my god. This isn't even as cool as like a WWE entrance pyrotechnic display. Can we do a little bit better for Moloch and the 375-foot tall stone owl? Look how many fucking people are here. Give me a break. I will agree with that. If you have to spend money on one thing and it's between the pyrotechnics and the pussy, I would buy the pussy for sure.
Now we're going to get to some enhanced video.
Okay, here we go.
And we'll go play by play through some of the more occultic statements, like we shall read the sign in your burned effigy, the bound body. That's exactly what the Druids actually did. They would roast cats, goats, oxen, horses, and watch the pain of how they died, and from this extract some type of mystical energy force or power, and also be able to tell the future.
Owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel.
Alex Jones thinks that if you kill a
upon further research of the ritual you just witnessed,
you can see the
it
future.
becomes clear. It is a mixture of the Babylonian Canaanite cult of Moloch fused
really
with ancient Druidic rites, where you have the female side of Satan, which they first call out to in the she, and then towards the horn god with the he, mixed with Masonic rites from Scotland.
The horn
god. It's
god.
very likely that many of the 1,500 to 2,000 member crowd had really no idea what they were actually watching because it was thinly veiled. Here we have some more enhanced video.
Okay, hold on a second. So he's saying that the people who were there, which, correct me if I'm wrong, did he say 1,500 to 2,000? That the people who were there, who watched it, had no idea what they were seeing. What was the point of it then? What is that? He's positioning this place like it's an exclusive, members-only place. Why wouldn't they know? How weird. That's just, I mean, I get it that he's not worried about he's more about visceral, getting people nervous or anxious or upset or whatever, but I just don't know how you watch this with a even semi-rational eye and not be like, wow, this is just complete bullshit. Do you think we should get the rest of the InfoWars DVDs from the library and watch them? I didn't know this would be this entertaining.
Face up like a skull, pulls his boat across the small lake towards the high priest with the red of his cloak visible, with his hand outstretched as if he is pulling the damned
I'm only
soul
seeing things on a
towards him
surface level.
as they throw off their cares, their conscience for what they have to
I'm
do
still stuck in the
world.
Matrix.
Also, you have the arrangement of the circle of higher level priests around him, the high priest in lighter colors, and then the outer rings of red, and then those in black. This is consistent with the darker workings of the occult, not just with the Western countries, but also worldwide.
Well, I kind of mistakenly thought that this was more recent and it was going to be more of like what InfoWars is like now. But if the other ones are like this, then I'm down to watch
Now,
them.
when you see Black Edge coming to the field, that's because we zoomed in on the video, and many times the picture was almost out of the screen. So that's the edge of the field or the view of the camera.
I'm just, like I said, I'm blown. I don't understand what this dude's mad about. I don't know why he cares. This is awful.
We'll get back to more enhanced video of the ritual here in just a minute. But remember PJ, the little demon down in the corner, the left-hand corner of the program, sweeping up the ashes with little horns? And how can you forget this? The image of a human body burning on the altar. Again, this is what they were handing out to those that were witnessing these macabre activities. But again, from Babylon on into ancient England, the word bone fire, meaning human sacrifices being thrown into fiery pits, turned into today's bond fire. After the sacrifice...
Hold on. Hold on. Did he say bond fire? Is that what the word is? Is it bond fire? I don't want to go back too far.
On into ancient England.
There we go.
The word
I'm really high. My
bone
fine
fire,
motor skills are down.
human sacrifices being thrown into fiery pits, turned into today's bond fire.
Yeah, he really
After
emphasizes the D in there.
Members of the cult
Is
would
it?
sweep
It's not
up the
bond
ashes
fire,
of the
is it?
victim and use them in future rituals.
What a
One of the
gaslighter.
things that is extremely obvious by looking at the program handed out to Bohemian Club members is the person creating the program had a deep understanding
But
of the
did you
occult.
hear him like really emphasize bond fire? Okay, you heard it on the replay. I'm so high, I'm so nervous, I'm going to take the video back too far. I'm not even going to chance it. He hits it so hard, though. It's like bond fire. What was his intentions with that? Going hard on the D. Going to Bohemian Grove makes you go hard on the D. It certainly makes my D hard.
Which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly
Bonfire, as in bond with
So
Satan
shall we
and his
proceed
glorious
once
puppets.
again this night? And in the flames that eat thine effigy,
Do you think they would copyright strike this if I exported it to YouTube?
sets us free. You burn me once again.
Oh, that was the best line. Whoa, that looks like when Kane comes out on WWE.
All mortal wisdom. Owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. O great owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration.
He's clearly a member of the Bohemian Grove. Help me understand how this is enhanced. What is it? Because they're zooming? I should have got some lighters yesterday.
Be gone. Once more, we banish thee. Be gone, dull care. Fire shall have its will of thee. Be gone, dull care. And all the winds make merry with thy ducks. Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again,
Do you suspect at all that they're just superimposing this black bar over someone else's footage to make it look hidden? Oh, there we go. Nice.
There you see the funeral pyre burning with the effigy of a human. Or it could be real, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my
There's been a
God.
lot of
Really?
strange going-ons in that area of Northern California. But this is what the establishment is into right here in America. The cremation of care. And this was July 15th, 2000.
This is the dark, depraved acts that the globalists are getting up to with your tax dollars.
These people are deadly serious. Those taking part in the ceremony.
The people who just let these sparklers off are deadly serious, I assure you, folks. Do not sleep on the Bohemians. If you notice, though, he is better about, like, how he's phrasing things as compared to the whole Sandy Hook thing.
Were being released from beneath little wrought iron crosses about 1.5 feet tall.
Folks, there are over $250
Also, notice the
worth
screams
of
of
sparklers
pain
involved
coming
in this event. That's coming out
from
of your
the
pocket.
sacrifice.
Bohemian Grove tribute stream. We'll do a cremation of care.
Be gone, dull care. Fire shall have its will of thee. Be gone, dull care. And all the winds make merry with thy ducks. Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer sets us free.
I don't understand how any of this is enhanced. It doesn't seem enhanced to me.
One of the facets of the ritual that goes deeply into the occult. Again, we've already mentioned the Druids at their bonfires throwing bodies into fiery pits after ritually cutting their hearts out or slitting their throats.
Wait, we didn't hear anything about that. He's thinking of Indiana Jones.
In the burning effigy, reading the sign. Again, research your history books on the occult, even the Encyclopedia Britannica on what the Druids
An effigy
would
could be
engage
real.
in.
Who knows?
This is just unbelievably macabre and evil.
So shall we burn thee once again this night. And
What a pussy. Alex Jones is a pussy. worried about this little nothing ritual?
Well, we're going to confront George Bush on Bohemian Grove. George Bush Jr.
Oh,
had been
boy.
announcing on CNN, MSNBC, on television last night and today. For the first time in history, they're admitting it, why the vice presidential decision was made at Bohemian Grove. George Bush Sr., the former president, and Golden Powell and others. So now they're just throwing it in everybody's face. We've broken the story over a week ago.
I hate that when they throw it in their face.
California. They're trying to ignore it. George Bush is down here at the governor's mansion across the street from the Capitol, about to announce Dick Cheney as his vice presidential running mate. We're going to go blow the party for him and get the information out to people. We're not going to stop. We're getting in their face.
Yeah, it's like, well, we're going to confront George Bush.
I want to make it clear that I'm neither Republican nor Democrat. But the facts speak for itself. George Bush Sr., Jr., even their grandfather, Prescott Bush, were all members of the Bohemian Club. So we dropped by to, well, let them know that we're fully aware of their activities.
This is massive. This is how George Bush dresses up. Right here. We got him on tape. This is how they dress up. Right here. In red and black robes. A little more pointy, though, like the Klan. We've got him on tape. This is how George Bush dresses. Right here when he's in the Bohemian Grove. This is how he dresses. We've already put it on television.
This is embarrassing.
Absolutely disgusting. George Bush isn't a conservative. He's not for family values. He is nothing but a Luciferian twit. A Luciferian twit, Bush. You may think he can feed on the human population.
This is a great documentary.
The empire's on the run. Long live the Constitution and death to the New World Order. We stand firm. We stand strong for America against your evil, Bush. And we're going to get this story out. And we're going to
This is so good. This is so good.
The truth will not be hidden. That you are part of a 3,000-plus-year-old devil cult for the outgoing from Babylon as well as Tyre. We have the high priest admitting all this. We have it on videotape. It is documented. It is documented. A Luciferian devil worshiper. Already people all over Austin are talking about it. We're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of your minions. In fact, we're waking your minions up every day with the hardcore evidence. We know your father met 11 times with Bill Clinton in 91. The whole thing was stage managed. We understand you've been helping sell this country out, Bush. And we're going to expose you and your Luciferian rights. We have the videotape. This is a massive story.
I'm losing it. This is so outlandish.
One of the stories of the century. How you have the Luciferian cult
One of the
for
stories of
121
the
years
century.
in Northern California. I went inside.
Look at Mike Pence. He ain't having none of it.
I witnessed the entire debacle. Many of these Secret Service agents have been in.
You witnessed the entire debacle.
People inside of this system.
There had to be, in my belief, an occultist, a deep occultist, who designed each of the elements of this ceremony.
Bring this
it wasn't
clown
just a bunch
back.
of guys sit together at a bar and said, "Hey, let's have a good time." The cremation of care, and why don't we do this or that? I believe it was purposely designed, each element in its turn, for what they did. No doubt about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Dark Secrets inside Bohemian Grove. The facts we've shown in this film are absolutely documented. I would only hope that the people
They're
of the world
absolutely
realize
documented.
the organized evil we're dealing with.
What
at
kind of a picture was
almost
that?
every level. Republican, Democrat, you name it. They're all working on the same team. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called world government, the New World Order, dehumanization. It's not a joke. It's deadly serious. Unfortunately, they've been breeding societies to think everything's a joke. I'm here to tell you truth is stranger than fiction.
Woo. Well, I mean, there you have it. The Dark Secrets inside the Bohemian Grove. I don't know.
To purchase additional copies of this
I don't know what I
or to see
expected,
dozens
but
of other films and important books, be
I
sure
knew
and
it would be
visit
kind of goofy. I didn't know it would be
or
just like
prisonplanet.com.
completely balls to
Or
the
to order,
walls
simply
goofy
call
though.
toll-free
That was really out of pocket
1-888-253-3083.
sometimes. I love I loved the little protest at the end. That was definitely a highlight. Maybe my favorite part. All right, well, maybe next time we do a non-Grace watch-along, we'll watch Order of Death, the other one that's on this DVD. Well, thanks for hanging out and watching some Alex Jones with me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll probably be back on Friday. So I'll see everybody later.